If you're a business owner thinking about hiring a freelancer, contractor, or even a gig worker, there's one IRS form you need to know about, the W-9. In this video, I'll walk you through what it is, why it matters, and how it protects both you and the person you hire. Hey there, I'm Noel Lorenzana, a certified public accountant and one of OnPay's expert contributors. Let's get started. Here's the thing. There have never been more people working independently. Recent study shows that more than 60 million Americans are doing freelance work, and that number is growing fast. It's one of the reasons more and more business owners are turning to freelancers and contractors these days. Maybe you need some extra hands during the busy season, or you want to bring in specialized skills without hiring someone full-time. But whatever the reason, if you're paying for outside help, there's one piece of paperwork you absolutely need to get from them before they start working. Now, before we dive into W-9s, here's an important question. How do you know if someone should be classified as an independent contractor or an employee? It comes down to three main factors: who controls how the work is done, the financial arrangement, and the nature of their business relationship with you. We've also got a video that covers worker classification in detail. We'll link that up here and in the description below. So what exactly is a W-9? The official name is Request for Taxpayer Identification Number and Certification. But just think of it as a simple information collection form. All it really does is collect basic information about the person you're hiring so you can properly report their payments to the IRS later on. Here's what's important to understand. You don't file this form with the IRS. You just keep it in your files. But the information on it, that's what you'll need when tax time rolls around. Let's look at an example. Your company's growing, and after doing some research, you discover that your potential customers spend a lot of time on social media. But the timing just isn't right to bring on a full-time employee to manage your presence on platforms like TikTok or LinkedIn. That said, ignoring them would put you 2 steps behind your competition. Luckily, a fellow entrepreneur refers you to a social media expert who's looking for more freelance work. They can put together a strategy, create content, and schedule your posts. Perfect, you think. You decide to hire this person as an independent contractor. Before their start date, they'll need to complete a Form W-9. Every single time you hire a contractor, whether it's for social media, graphic design, bookkeeping, or any other service, make sure you get a completed W-9 before they start. Why? Because if you end up paying any contractor or freelancer $600 or more during the year, and trust me, that adds up faster than you think, you're required to send them a 1099 form at the end of the year. And you can't generate the 1099 without the information from their W-9. Now here's something that's changing on the horizon. Starting in 2026, that $600 threshold will jump to $2,000, which means you may not need to send out as many 1099s. That's great news from an administrative standpoint. But here's the main point. You still need to collect those W-9s regardless of the threshold, because you won't know in advance whether they'll hit that limit or not. Here's something that trips people up. The contractor fills out the W-9, not you. Your job is just to ask for them to complete it, and you keep it on file. And here's why it matters to them too. If they don't give you accurate information, or if they don't give you a W-9 at all, it can mess up their tax reporting. Let me compare this to something you're likely already familiar with. When you hire an employee, you have them fill out a W-4 so you know how much to take out of their paycheck, right? Then at the end of the year, you give them a W-2. Well, a W-9 and a 1099 work the same way, but for contractors. The W-9 gives you their information up front, and the 1099 reports what you paid them at year end. The W-9 is actually pretty straightforward. It's just one page. The contractor needs to provide their name as it appears on their tax return, their business name, if it's different, what type of business they are, sole proprietor, corporation, partnership, that kind of thing, their address, and most importantly, their taxpayer ID number. That's either their social security number or their business tax ID. Then they sign it, date it, and give it back to you. Now you might be thinking, do I really need to do this for everyone? The short answer is yes. And here's why you shouldn't skip getting it. If a contractor doesn't give you a W-9, or if they give you wrong information, the IRS can require you to withhold 24% of everything you pay them and send that money directly to the government. That's called backup withholding, and trust me, it's a pain for everyone involved. If a contractor refuses to fill out a W-9, that's a red flag. You should explain to them that it's required by law and it protects both of you. Now, if they still won't do it, honestly, you might want to find someone else to work with on your project. Any legitimate contractor should be happy to provide this. Look, I get it. Paperwork isn't exactly fun, but getting a W-9 takes literally 2 minutes, and it can save you from problems later on. And the thing is, it protects both you and the contractor you're hiring. So remember, before any contractor or freelancer starts working for you, get that W-9. Keep it in your files for at least 4 years. When tax time comes around, you'll have everything you need to file those 1099s correctly and avoid any penalties. Remember, this isn't optional. It's part of running a business responsibly. But the good news is, it's one of the easier requirements to handle. In the comments below, we have more resources related to hiring and paying freelancers. And if you found this video helpful, remember to click the subscribe button and check out OnPay's other videos for more small business guidance. And when in doubt, always consult with a tax professional who can guide you through your specific situation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.